Hey, I'm Marina. I quit my job in the middle of a pandemic to travel the world, starting in Italy. And today we're gonna explore the city of Alberobello, Locorotondo, and probably Ostuni. So, see. I had to say goodbye to Bari and took a bus for around 1 hour, 1 hour 15 to Alberobello. It's really cheap, by the way, less than €5. And I just arrived here in my Airbnb. Antonia was my host. She's really nice and the location is perfect. I have a beautiful view and I thought I'd just give you a little room tour. I'm actually not used to hostels anymore, so the last 2 nights I had really bad sleep. So I'm kind of happy to now have my own place where I can do whatever I want. Also, she allowed me to use the washing machine so I can already clean up some clothes. I'm just so happy to be here. So my original plan was to visit Locorotondo today as well and tomorrow Ostuni. But I'm kind of overloaded already from all the sightseeing. So I decided to take today super slow and just take a walk into the city. Just really relaxed, like just in the city here. And tomorrow we're gonna explore Ostuni and then maybe Locorotondo or maybe not, I don't know. Just see what happens. Wonderful good morning. I just woke up at 6:30. Plans change a bit, so my OG plan was to first do a free walking tour here in Alberobello and then head over to Ostuni to do a free walking tour there. Turns out it's the same guide. So he actually had some excursion or something going on, so he asked me if we could like switch up. And he sent me a lot of information for Ostuni for like a self-guided tour. So I'm gonna do that and have the Alberobello tour in the evening. So yeah, but I have a lot of things to do for now before actually getting off. My bus is leaving at I think 8 and it takes me around like 2 hours because I have to go to Monopoly and then from there to Ostuni. Yeah, before, like Antonia was kind enough to let me use the washing machine. And also I want to do a little workout because, you know, that tummy got a lot to eat the last month. And I didn't really work out on a regular basis. And do breakfast, do some cleaning up after my wine party last night. I just went to the supermarket to get some low budget meal instead of going out. Well, I ended up spending too much because I kind of wanted to treat myself after I didn't sleep last night. But probably still much cheaper than if I got it in a restaurant. And also I got some stuff for breakfast and also some bread to take along with me on my trip tomorrow. So let's get cooking. Trying to open the wine bottle. Anyways. And then, yeah. So let's put some time lapses in here and then we see each other back for Ostuni. Okay, so I just used a Rapido program, so it's gonna be fixed in 15 minutes, but look at this terrace, like, wow. And the view. If you thought my apartment was cute, but nah, balcony not so much, choose this one. It has a terrace. It's also by Antonia. It's beautiful. Know about me. One thing you should know about me. I probably always make it on time, but I'm struggling hard. Like I have to run. I have to rush because I really I plan a lot. I really plan a lot, but I'm such a loser when it comes to actually sticking to the plan. So I didn't manage to wash the laundry because I pushed the wrong button. But I at least made it to get myself some sandwiches, fill up my water tank, and yeah. So at least I'm fixed. I'm ready for the day. Yeah. And also my two free walking tours got cancelled. So I have to do it all on my own. But we're gonna get through this together. Okay, so I finally made it to Monopoly again. Maybe you remember this church I'm just walking by from like my video 2 videos ago. Actually, the drive itself was really nice because we went for like beautiful landscapes of trulis, of olive oil trees. But then when we were in Passano, the driver got a bit lost. We actually got so lost. I even recognized we got lost. And we like lost in case of we passed the same place twice. It was kind of funny to see Italian woman getting mad at the driver. They were like, Mamma mia. It was really fun. Finally get to eat something. My breakfast, la colazione. Learning Italian here. Good thing is I had a big time between the bus arriving originally and the train I'm taking to Ostuni. So if you're driving public transport here in Italy, or what I can say about Apulia, just make sure you have enough spare time buffer, because you never know how long it's gonna take.
Il treno Intercity 610 di Trenitalia proveniente.
So after the terrible attempt of trying to take selfies of myself, I'm in Ostuni. Well, kind of. Somehow the train station is a bit apart from the actual city, I think, because, I don't know, it's an old town, it's on a mountain, so I'm gonna get up there. Apparently it's a 35 minutes walk to get to the town, and there's a bus. I didn't know. Now I know, and you know. Apparently there is a bus, but apparently that bus only comes here every hour, and I just missed it. So I have to walk 30 to 40 minutes to get to the town center. But hey, I'm gonna take you all the way with me through all the ups, all the downs. So if you're coming to Ostuni, make sure you check the timetable of the bus station just right in front of the station, so you won't make the same mistake.
I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up.
Can you see this faraway town over there? That's Ostuni. That's my destination. I actually feel like, how is it called? Someone who stops the cars to get somewhere, except I don't stop the cars because I'm scared as hell. But so I walk all the way. It's super hot already. I forgot my hat. Perfect conditions to go for a walk for over half an hour. But no complaining.
I'm going all the way up. Ah, I'm going all the way up. Ah, I'm letting go in my heart. Ah,
I made it.
with everything that holds me down. No, no.
I'm so hot.
And it's feeling like I've been enough. I can feel the love. Oh yeah, it's all around me. Oh, I need to know how I can make it. Not afraid to fall. A parachute behind.
I just met an Italian guy called James, and we had like a drink together and then had a gelato, my first gelato in Italia. And now I just stroll a bit around here and then get to a bus to locorotondo, because it's actually faster to get there and it's directly and I don't have to walk forever. Yeah, but just Ostuni really is a beautiful city.
And it's feeling like I've been enough. I can feel the love. Oh yeah, it's all around me. Oh, I need to know how I can make it. Not afraid to fall. A parachute behind me.
All the white houses you see here actually are from the time where there was the plug, because yeah, the car coil material that was used to like whitewash the houses was antibacterial, and also it was used for those houses that have the plug. So actually you know that you're not gonna enter this house because otherwise you get infected, and that's also how they get rid of it, because of the antibacterial thing. So actually I did miss my bus. Now I have to wait 2 more hours to get either to Locorotondo or to Alberobello, which is where I'm staying. So I'm gonna stroll around even more and more and more. Welcome to the chaos of my life. So I just came into this restaurant to just get myself some typical Italian food, finally. La loretta al pomodoro and also vino bianco. Vino della casa, tutto bello. So I finished my meal, finished my wine, and finished my big bottle of water. And you definitely should have a big bottle of water with your wine. It was kind of strong, but I think I'm okay. Have to rush a bit now. To get to my bus on time, but I think I'm good. So glad I don't have to walk in the bright sun again without any shade. At least walking through the city here is way more doable. But I think I got a tan today, definitely. But I'm also thinking I definitely gonna need a shower. Oh my god, I'm finally home. You have no idea what has happened after the last time. Like, I went to that bus station, so-called bus station. There just was none. So I went all the way back to the city, like another 20 minutes walking up. And I went to the tourism center, and apparently they didn't know that there is a bus existing going to Alberobello. So I don't know where my money went. Anyways, they actually wrote down everything for me. Then they even booked me a taxi so I can get to the train station way faster and actually get the train to Monopoly and then get a bus back home, because buses in the evening are really limited here in the area. So I get to the train station. I think it cost me like 15 euros, which at that point I didn't even care anymore, because I was walking around the whole day, and by that time it was almost 4 p.m. and my bus was supposed to leave at 3, so, and I already missed the bus at 1. So you can imagine, I just wanted to get back home. So everything went fine. I went to Monopoly, and there comes the real struggle. I looked at Google, and apparently I couldn't trust Google anymore. So I asked in the train station in a little bar there, and they didn't know. They sent me to one location. I went to that location, which was actually the location I got out, but there it says last bus leaving at 5. My ticket I booked before says 5:45. So I was like, damn. So I got into another shop and asked there, and she was like, okay. I tried to see, and then she gave me an address, which actually was the one that was written on my ticket, but I tried that in Ostuni and it didn't work. So then I just got to the place and saw a bus leaving. I mean, I was like 20 minutes early, but I saw a bus leaving. I was like, oh my God, please don't let that be my bus. And then I thought, I'm just waiting here. I'm waiting here until the bus is supposed to be here. And then I'm going to take a taxi. If not, I looked it up, it was like 25 euros, which is kind of much for my budget. But I was like, I'm not going to wait here and stay the night and everything. So yeah, in the end, my bus actually did come, and I was so relieved. And I had a really nice chat with the driver, because in the end I was like the only one in the bus, so that calmed me down as well. And now I'm finally back in the apartment. It's like, I'm just so exhausted. I'm sunburned as well. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. But today was probably the worst day I had in a long time. But on the bright side, I made it. I'm not lost somewhere. I'm happy I got through with it somehow. I probably drained a lot for my plans to go hiking next week. My legs are so sore already. But yeah, just to show you, today actually nothing went according to plan. Nothing at all. I don't even know why I actually did make a plan at all before. But what I wanted to say with this is things can go wrong. They can go wrong actually a lot. And sometimes even the locals can't help you, but it definitely helps to ask early on. If I had asked early on, I would have been much faster at the different locations. I would have saved me a lot of walking, a lot of disappointment, a lot of I don't know, being lost if I just ask early on. I did ask, of course, sometimes this didn't lead anywhere, but if I ask early on, I would be 1 or 2 hours earlier with everything. So, wow, that's my biggest resolution. And apparently Ostuni doesn't have a bus to Alberobello. So if you ever plan to go there, take the train and the bus, or maybe just go by car, because it makes everything so much more easy. Yeah, but I'm on. So I actually went out and got to a place called Republic, Republic. And I'm glad I did. I feel so much better already. It's just so weird because I'm in the middle of nowhere in Italy, kind of. And they have Andex. And now I'm gonna have pizza.